You saw here is our Spring initializer into the browser. Then you have the options like Maven projects or Gradle project, depending, because we are using Maven as a building tools, and the language tools, and they change the layout. They have a possibility now Java language, and Kotlin, and then Groovy language, and then Spring Boot version, because this the record is last year they implemented. That's why I take the older versions, and you should put it here, put it here, your put your group ID, and then your artifact ID, artifact name, and then put your specific optionals part of your applications. Then that's your project structure. And then you need to search, and then you can fix it which the version, which packaging option you try to build, and this is the packaging option as a jar. And then here is our where files. For if you are standalone jar deployment, that's the basic idea. So nowadays the modern application, everything is embedded Tomcat with the standalone jar files, and then you just need to run the client machines to your jar files, and the application will be started properly, because you don't need to maintain the all Tomcat instance and then the installation of Tomcat. So you can fix it here, the Java version. So I'm working with Java 8, and even though you can upper version of this project, and then you need to search all the dependencies that you need to the web starter dependency. We need a JPA, because we need the JPA, and then PostgreSQL driver, and we need also the Thymeleaf, because we did Thymeleaf template engine, and you can DevOps tools for the Spring Boot, and even though actuator and so on and so forth. What you need to is actuator. That's the dependency into the projects. What you need, just you need to search which dependency you need. Even though after the project generated, we need to at least this tray very fast, and then when the additional needed, then you just include to those dependency into the pom.xml file. I will show you, because for us we need additional extension, additional dependency, because we are using try to build a Hibernate Spatial extensions for the GIS extension. Whenever you, and then that's in is not here available, then you have to be searching Google it and take it this dependency, inject to the dependency into the pom.xml file when the project is created. So just you need to hit the create the projects. It is created, your project successfully created. Just you need to download the projects and to the and unzip the project into your local directory. So I already did the project implementation to download the project and input into my workspace, and here you see the project is here. So I did in the local directory, I put it my projects, and I put the IDE in Eclipse IDE. I import the project into here. So here you see our project is already implemented project is there. You see the file structure is there, and all necessary information is there. So then you have all the resource, because this is the basic structure of your projects, like src main Java, src main resources, and src test.java. Those all test information will be put it here, the test cases. And then all necessary resources that you need, because we need to internationalization and localization for your messages, and this is the message folder. So we have to build this one. And then here is all the templates, the templates files that we need to implement our functionalities and GUI part. And then you have the header and footer, and this is all the static part of the applications, like your CSS, and then your image files, and then your JavaScript folders. So all the JavaScript that you need to implement your projects. I will show you how is when the implementation is started. So this is the project structure. That's after the implementation of the project. This is our application, the resource file, and this is one of the POM files. So that's I already discussed about that one. When the project is created, basically which dependency you already selected into the browser. So here is your dependency injections, and And you see the dependency is properly generated, the applications and all the dependency that's we already selected, and the Java versions, and this is the actuator, Thymeleaf, and web stata, DevOps tools, and this is our driver. So you inject the JPA dependency and then the PostgreSQL driver, and this is the very special. As I said, when you need the additional one, you need to search in the Google which dependency you need for our project, because we are a lot of geoprocessing tasks. That's why we need it really Hibernate Spatials. So I will try to make really small projects to really focus on the Hibernate Spatial. If I have enough time, I will give it to give you the one demo applications for how the Hibernate Spatial works. Basically, not the combining that one with the all complete application, just like detail overview, like make some microservice application. I already had it here, and then if I have time, I will put you such a screencast to give it to you. And here is the really spatial dependency, because we use the we need the JDBC PostgreSQL. JDBC driver is the most important one, because okay, we have a driver for the PostgreSQL. This is the normal relational database driver, and non-relational SQL database driver, and here is the Geospatial driver. So when you need to process geographical data, or you maps or any geometry of the processing, maybe you try to calculate the length of the geometry, and then we need to calculate the area of the geometry, or volume of the geometry, or any type of processing, or your search criteria. Maybe you try to buffer something like within a kilometer how many buildings is located, how many floor is located, all sort of processing. And this is the driver is responsible to get the communication with the geospatial part. And this is our web jar files and jQuery and set up web jars, and this is the additional jars I need to include. And here is the your boot Spring Boot Maven plugin, and that's the plugin did your standalone jar files when you try to build it. And here we try to add the additional environment like development environment, production environments, or test environment, or QM environment. When I add it, I will show you how it has to be done, or how it's done. So now what we need, very first we generated our applications, and now we need to prepare our backend server. So let's have a start to build our backend server. So here is our script that I explain it here. Let's say we start to our backend server with in here. So here we try to, this is our pgadmin administrative tools for our PostgreSQL database server, and here is the server the database is ready. And you see this is the most important part that I said. This is the all function. When you extend the geo functionalities with the PostgreSQL database, you got all the functionalities. That means the 1063 functions, and SQL function is there for any type of geoprocessing, for area calculation, for length calculation, for volume calculation, or any buffering calculations, or all type of processing is there. So all function is just you need to use that one. That's I explained really a lot. This the functionality into my last screencast number 34. 34, yes. And this is the sequence generation, and then all the respective our models, our generated models. Even though I already discussed about our application models, you see based on the application models, and then here's our all related tables, and in all the spatial databases, all the data sets. And then that's we need to download from the GUI fabric and then import to our database server. So this is one of the example. Here is all our building information, address information, all sort of information is there. I will show you how is it done. So let's start to generating the database. So here's the command you already saw. Here's the command to create our database. So database is created, and this is the most important one because we try to extend our geo functionalities. So we need to you have to, after the installation of the PostgreSQL server, then you need to create this one, and then you try to extend the extend the PostgreSQL server with PostGIS. So this is the command: create extension for PostGIS, and this is the additional extension for the topology.